when you have your own children, you think, my God, my heart couldn't get any more fuller. And then somebody else comes into your family and it just like slots in and your heart just expands like a little tiny bit and you've got so much love. It's crazy. Hi, my name's Vikki and I've been fostering with Blue Sky for 2.5 years. So when my young person first came to me, it was really it was intense, should I say, and I had to learn so many things. She hardly spoke, she wouldn't communicate with anybody else but me. She'd stand behind me, she would hide under a blanket on the sofa for hours and hours. She would just lay under a blanket reading a book. She'd sit in her room. She wouldn't want to come downstairs. She wouldn't want to eat tea with us at the table. Whereas now, she doesn't want to stand behind me. She stands beside me and she'll have the conversations with my friends and she'll send voice notes on her phone, which she'd never have done because she wouldn't have done it. She would have just sent a text message. The confidence that she's built, the confidence at like parents' evening. We went to parents' evening and they were talking about, and she was like, I'm really doing well. And I was like, please take it. Take all the credit. It's all about you just for an hour. She believes now that she's a good person. She does. She believes that she tries hard at everything now. Whereas before she wasn't. She'd think, I'm not going to do it because I can't do it. When I first got asked about fostering, I was asked if I wanted to do the TLC package, which is therapeutic led care. I call it tender love and care, because I just think it's a little bit extra that these children need. And they do just need they need extra cuddles, they need extra loving, and they need extra care. And I think you've got to be a certain person, I think, to be able to want to foster a child that needs the TLC package. The rewards are fantastic because they come to you and they don't necessarily know everything, and you don't expect them to, and they probably don't want you to cuddle them and give them love. And my young person, she never ever would say that. I always used to say good night, I love you. Tradition always to all of my children, and I would say it to her every night. And probably in the last year, she started saying it back. So it's took a long process to be able for her to just say, good night, Vikki, I love you. And that, well, it's the most magical feeling. It really is. It just, yeah, it's magical. You can't explain it, because I think you think they've come from a broken family. So they've come from a mum and dad that can't support them. Yet I'm just doing what I would do naturally. And yet she's turning into a phenomenal young person. Just from my caring for her. Do you know what I mean? Not doing anything out of the ordinary, just doing normal everyday caring that you would do for your own children. It's just, sometimes it's a little bit trickier, but the rewards are fantastic. So yeah, it's never ever going to be easy, I don't think, being a single foster carer ever. But the support we get from Blue Sky is amazing. We're really lucky. The extra bits that we get from Blue Sky, and just generally the other foster and parents, the support that they give us all, and the single solo carers group that we attend. Do you know what I mean? It's all added bits that Blue Sky give us that make us feel like we're not a solo carer. We are a 2-person carer, because you've actually got ourselves and Blue Sky, and we work together so well that it's really good. There is times when you want to tag team with somebody, because things are tricky. They're always going to be tricky. But that's when I feel like you've got friends and your support network and people that want to support you through your fostering journey, that are there and are like, look, Vikki, go and have a coffee. I'll take your foster child out, or your young person out for an hour or two. In moments like that, you realise that you do need them. Everybody needs them. You still need your own time. So it's precious. Yeah. I always get emotional because I just still can't believe that I get to do this job. It's like the best job in the world. You can't, do you know what I mean? To see her little face when she comes out, every single day when she comes out of school, she comes running to the car and she beams. Even my friend across the road, and she's like, every single day, Vikki, when she comes running to your car, she beams. Her face lights up as soon as she sees you. And I'm like, I know it does. It's just, and you think that's it's only been 2 and a bit years. So I think in 2 more years, imagine, she's just going to be flying, hopefully, fingers crossed. and living her best life. Somebody asked me about fostering. I'm such an advocate for Blue Sky. I think that they are still truly just a family, and I always, it's always in the back of my mind, I worry that we'll end up taking on too many foster parents and too many foster children, and we'll become this massive, great big group of people that nobody knows each other. But I still think that we've still got that closeness bond, and we still go to carer support on a Thursday, and we still know everybody. And I messaged Rupert last week, and I can still have that conversation with him. And even though he's really high up in the company, do you know what I mean? He'd pick up the phone to me. And there are hard days. There's always going to be hard days, but there's always somebody there to talk to. And it's true. I've built such a good relationship with so many solo carers that we're literally like, we can be like a married couple at times. We swap children. Do you know what I mean? To help each other out. We like give each other a phone call and be like, look, I'm really at my end's tether. Like, can you help me with this? And they'll drop it. And my friend would come at the drop of a hat. She would turn up at the front door, or bring me a bunch of flowers and just say, look, you really are amazing. Just little tiny things. And even the social workers, they'll bring back around like flowers and chocolates and just say, look, this is just to say that you're doing really well. And it's like, you mean something to somebody, and you're really valued, I think, for what you do. I think it is a hard job, and I don't think many people realise that the benefits that you get from it, but they outweigh any bad bits for me. I just think that I've only got to look at her and I'm out.